Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna learn how to stop being a pleaser, how to stop being nice with everyone, saying yes to everyone, and how to stop having this need of being loved by everyone, of being liked by everyone, how to get rid of all of this. So you're gonna learn this in this video. So the first thing that you should know is that being a pleaser is a pattern. Okay, it's a pattern, it's a behavior, it's a behavior, yes. And you should know that all the action that we take are based in what is in our mind, which kind of beliefs we have and which kind of thoughts we have. So our mind creates our actions, and a pattern are actions. We take action, we take decision, we choose these people, we choose this situation, these opportunities. So if you have the pattern of being a pleaser, you have some beliefs that are making you be a pleaser. So you don't have to change your actions, you don't have to just say affirmation. You have to do one work on your beliefs. You have to change your beliefs for change your behaviors, for change this pattern, for reprogram this pattern. Okay? But the most important thing that you have to know is that being a pleaser is a pattern, and a pattern is created by thoughts and beliefs. So if you get rid of all these beliefs, you get rid of the pattern. Okay? So as I was saying, we have to identify which kind of beliefs you have and also which kind of actions you take. Because also we can identify a lot of beliefs in the action that we take, in which kind of people we choose. We can know what kind of beliefs we have. So for example, one example of all of this is, for example, if I think that I'm not enough, that I'm not capable, that I'm not pretty enough, what kind of life I will have, what kind of decisions I will take, and what kind of things I will do. If I think that I'm not enough, I will not do what I want. If I think that I'm not capable, I will not achieve my dream life. I will not do some things because I think that I'm not capable. So these beliefs are stopping me to do what I want. These beliefs are stopping me. If I think that I'm not pretty, I will not talk to the guy that I like. I will not think that I'm beautiful, so I will not have self-esteem. I will not love myself. And when someone says, hey, you're gorgeous, you're so beautiful, I will not believe them. I will believe that I'm ugly, that I'm not pretty. How am I gonna feel? Because also our beliefs and thoughts create our actions and our feelings. If you feel sad, if you feel depressed, if you feel anxious, it's because you're believing and you're having some thoughts and beliefs that are making you feel like that. So the point of everything is your mind. And you have to change those patterns that were created in your childhood. This is so important because this pattern you learned in your childhood. These behaviors, these things, all these beliefs were created in your childhood. So if we know how they were created, which kind of environment we had, which kind of relationship we had with our parents, we will know how they were created, and if we know that, we can know how to get rid of them. We can understand, okay, now I know I have this belief, so I will change the meaning. Now I understand. And then we have 50% of the work done. And then we have to do some things, some actions, take some actions, choose some beliefs, and reprogram the beliefs that we have. And some tips that I'm gonna say to you. And that is the other part, the other 50%. So now we have the 100%, and now you are getting rid of this pattern. But also remember that this is a process. It's like you're not wanna watch this video and you're like, okay, I don't have any more of this pattern. Yes, you have, but it's a continuous work. Okay, but yes, in this video you will learn how to get rid of it. Okay, so now I explained the process of this video, how it's gonna be divided and what you're gonna see. So let's get into this. So first of all, we have to understand which kind of beliefs has this person, a pleaser, and what kind of actions or behaviors the person has. So first of all, the beliefs that this person has is, I have to be liked by everyone, I have to be loved by everyone, I have to be perfect for be loved. And also, this is a program that in the childhood, when, for example, the only way that the child received the love was based on the actions that he took. Let me explain. For example, as a child, if I haven't done all the expectation that my parents had, I haven't received love. You know, it's like my parents have expected some things to me to do. If I haven't done them, so I haven't received love. So unconsciously, I have this belief of I only receive love if I agree with everyone, if I do what everyone wants. I feel like I had explained myself a little bit bad. I'm so sorry for that. But the point is, they think that the only way to receive love is to agree with everyone, is to say yes, is to do what they want me to do. Because as a child, when they were a child, if they say, no, mommy, I don't want to do this, they were punished. They were manipulated off. But you're a good girl. You're a good boy. You have to do what mommy says. And if they don't do that, they get mad at them. You know, they get mad. They maybe hate or punish the child. So the child learns that if I don't do what mommy wants, mommy doesn't love me. If I don't do what daddy wants, daddy doesn't love me. So we have this feeling, unconsciously we believe that, and we think that if we do what they want, we're gonna receive love. Because if we do what mommy expects, what daddy wants, they're gonna be, good girl, you're doing great, amazing, we're receiving love. So unconsciously, right now, in our present, we think that if we agree with them, if we do what they want with other people, not with your parents only, just with your friends, and it doesn't matter who is it, you think that if you say no, if you don't agree, there's gonna be a conflict because you have experienced that in your childhood. They are not gonna love you. You think that they are not gonna love you, that they are hating you, that they are gonna hurt you, because maybe your parents hurt you when you said, I don't want to do this, or when you had another point of view. Yeah, maybe you had an opinion, an opposite opinion, and your parents punished you about this. They told you you're wrong, you have no idea, you're pathetic, that is hilarious. Maybe they told you a lot of shit. Sorry for these words, but maybe they told you a lot of this stuff. So this is here. This is in your mind, in your unconscious mind, because we have our mind, we have two parts, the conscious part and then conscious, and everything works in our unconscious mind. So that's why you struggle saying no, because in your childhood you couldn't say that. Because if you say this, if you would say no, you would get punished, your parent will be mad at you, maybe they will reject you, or maybe they will leave you. They will be like, I don't want to talk to you, I'm mad. Or they will be in this negativity with you, in this, you know what I mean. So you think that right now in your present, if you say no, they will react the same way. But that's not true. That's not true. Okay, we're gonna explain this a little bit through the video, but that's not true. Okay. And also, you think that if I don't agree with you, if I don't do what I want, you're not loving you. You're not loving me. Because I think that the only way that I deserve love, or the only way that I'm capable to be loved is being what I want, is being who you want me to be. Because another behavior of being a pleaser is to change in for others, is to change all the time for what others want. You like this, okay, I will be that for you, because that's what you like, and I want to be liked, so I'm gonna be this. For example, if the person likes the people that do a lot of sports, people that read a lot, I will be the reader. I will be the best at sport because that's what you want, that's what you like. So I think the only way that I can be loved is, as I said, is being who they want me to be, is saying yes, is having the same point of view, the same ideas, and that's not true. You have to understand that that's not true. And other thing, we don't say no because we think that there's gonna be a conflict. This person will be mad. This person would maybe reject us or leave us because that happened in our childhood. So what I wanted to say actually is you see that you're so afraid of repeating those experiences. So that's why you don't do that. That's why you don't say no. That's why you're not who you really want. That's why you're not communicating what you need, your desires, and you just shut down. You don't say anything because your focus and your energy is on the other person, what the person likes, who they want me to be. You're focused on the people, not on yourself, because actually here is no one, because your focus is on others. So you're not into yourself, you're not into your body, you're in others, and here's no one. That's why you feel so lonely, because you're not with yourself, and also you're not communicating what you need. So to conclude this part, you have to understand that if you have the belief of I have to be liked by everyone, you're gonna do so many things for achieve that because you have that belief. And one action is to be a pleaser, because you think that you have to be liked by everyone, that everyone has to love you, everyone has to like you, so I have to do what they want. So you're in your head thinking, okay, they like this, I'm gonna do this, what they like, why, okay, I'm gonna do this, yes, I will do whatever you want. So stop thinking that you should be liked by everyone. Stop thinking that everyone should love you. Stop thinking, because if you don't have this belief, you don't need to be liked by everyone. And guess what? You're gonna be yourself. You're gonna do what you feel that you should do. You're gonna be yourself, and you're gonna find people that love you, love who you are. Not this character of I'm gonna be this because you like this kind of person, so I'm gonna be this. No, you're being real. You're being yourself, and the people is loving you for what you are. Okay? And another thing that you should just remember is we always, as humans, we want to receive love. So in our childhood, we learn how to communicate, we learn how to receive love, we learn how to receive the things that we want, and we learn how to behave. So you learn that the only way to receive love is doing what your parents wanted to do, is saying yes to them, is doing what they expected. And if you don't do those things, you get punished, they are mad at you, you have conflict, so you're not receiving love, you're actually receiving hate and so on. And that's my dog playing, but it doesn't matter, let's continue. So, right now in your present, you're still with this pattern of receiving love, this way of doing and be agree with everything and with everyone. So that's why you have shitty relationships where you suffer because you're doing everything for them, but no one is doing anything for you. Actually, you're receiving nothing, and also you're receiving nothing from yourself because you're not with you. You're all the time thinking on other people, you're not thinking on yourself, on what you need, you're not going for your goals because your focus is on other people. So another thing that you should know is that that's not love, that's manipulation, because saying no, saying what you need and your desire, that's love, because you respect what the other person needs. For example, if I don't want to go tonight to the cinema, I say I don't want, and what's the matter? What's wrong? Nothing is wrong. I'm telling what's honest, and nothing happens. But maybe when we were a child and we told to our mother, I don't want to go. Why you don't want to go? I'm your mother. You should go with me. You see, here's the manipulation. And we thought that if we say yes, our mommy will be, yes, go boy, let's go, or good girl, great, let's go. She's gonna be nice, she's gonna be good, she's gonna, you know what I mean. So we thought that that's the way for receive love, but in your present you do the same thing because you think that that's the way for receive love. And now you have to understand that that's not love, that's manipulation, and that's not love. So it's not true that the only way for receive love is that way. That's not true. I know that maybe in your present that's why what you're watching, but it's because you're taking those actions, so you're attracting those people that reflect you what you have in your mind. So the first step is, now we know what we have, our childhood, the behaviors, the beliefs. Now we have to get rid of this. How? Reprogramming that, understanding that that's not love. So we're gonna stop trying to be loved that way because it's impossible. You have right now, you have experienced that. You have been in this path and you have seen that you're receiving nothing, because that's not love, and that's not the way for receive love. And the way for receive love is to say, no, I don't want to do this, because that's a relationship communication. Maybe I need more attention and I say, hey, I feel like I need this, or this is not okay for me because I feel like I'm not, and you say what you feel, because that's a relationship, that's communication. But if you are a pleaser, you will not say what you need, what's not okay for you, because you think that you're not important enough for say it, or you don't desire, you don't deserve it, or maybe you think that this person will be mad at you as your mother was, or as your dad was. So here is also the work. Here we have to change the meaning and to be willing that will happen. Because guess what? There's one thing that also we are with these behaviors, because we don't want to repeat our past, because we know if we say no, this person will be mad. It's your unconscious mind thinks, because that's what your childhood was. So you think, if I say no, this person will be mad, this person will leave me, reject me. So you don't want to experience that again. So that's another reason that you're still doing what the people want, that you still be nice and a pleaser, because you don't want to repeat that pain that happened in your past. So guess what? You have to be willing to feel that pain, and to be willing that someone will be mad at you, but don't put a meaning to that. And now we're gonna learn how to do this. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna reprogram the meaning of the things and change our way to receive love from others, because that's something that we need, and we are sinking and so on, but in a wrong way, in a wrong path, because we have learned something. We have been educated for being nice to everyone, for agree with everyone, and now we have to change that, reprogram that, re-educate ourselves. Okay, so to be loved and how to be liked by everyone. So you're not focusing on what you want in life. You're not focusing on your goals and what you deserve. You're not creating your life and build it, because the only focus for you, the only thing is to be liked by everyone, is to receive love from everyone. But here is it. Guess what? You have to receive love from yourself, because it's not gonna be enough. If you even receive love from others, it's not gonna be enough, because there's one part of us that we need our own love. That's why we are unhappy. That's why we feel like something is wrong, that I'm not happy, because I need my own happiness, my own life, being with myself. That's what I need, and also being with others. The both things, but the problem is that one thing is left, is I don't love me, I don't take care of me, so that's why I'm so unhappy, that's why I don't have healthy relationships. That's the point. Okay, and another thing is, here's the difference between being nice and trying to be liked by everyone. So the thing is not being rude or being like, hey, no, that's not the point. The difference that you have to understand with this question is, one thing is to be nice, to be lovely, to be nice, and the other thing is to try to be liked by everyone. And here is it. Here's the pleaser. Okay, So ask yourself if you're helping people for being loved and for being liked, or because you want to help them, because you feel okay with helping them, because you want them to be happy and so on. Here's the difference between knowing if you're being a pleaser or not, if you're taking actions for being a pleaser or not. Okay? And here, as I said, we have to learn that saying no is not a bad thing, is not rejection. No, it's to say what's happening inside you, your what you need and your desires. And the next thing that here is it. Okay. That's all. Yeah, I just wrote it down, everything for not forget. And oh, what happening? Okay, so that's the thing. So I know it's a lot of information and this is not enough. You know, this is a video of steps that you can start doing it, but you have to understand that this continues. You have to do this daily, because if you don't do this daily, it's not gonna work. And it's a process. You know, one day you're gonna fail, one day you're gonna say yes when you wanna say no, one day you're gonna be a pleaser, and it's a process. Don't try to not be a pleaser anymore. You're gonna be a pleaser, but maybe not that much, or maybe not with everyone, with some people, and you have to still working on that. Okay, so you have to understand that the strategy of being a pleaser to receive love, or think that this is the way or the strategy for receive love, that's not true. You have to understand that if you use this strategy for receive love, the only thing that you receive is suffer, unhealthy relationships. And the most important thing is just think that you're doing everything, you're doing for others. You're even changing who you are for others, but you're not doing anything for yourself. And you owe it to yourself. You owe attention for yourself. You owe it. And also, when you're in this energy and in this mood of giving, the people will not give you nothing. The people will not give you anything. You will receive nothing, because you're only thinking on how to be liked by everyone. So you're not focusing on what you want in life. You're not focusing on your goals and what you deserve. You're not creating your life and build it, because the only focus for you, the only thing is to be liked by everyone, is to receive love from everyone. But here is it. Guess what? You have to receive love from yourself, because it's not gonna be enough. If you even receive love from others, it's not gonna be enough, because there's one part of us that we need our own love. That's why we are unhappy. That's why we feel like something is wrong, that I'm not happy, because I need my own happiness, my own life, being with myself. That's what I need. And also being with others, the both things. But the problem is that one thing is left, is I don't love me, I don't take care of me, so that's why I'm so unhappy, that's why I don't have healthy relationships. That's the point. Okay? And another thing is, here's the difference between being nice and trying to be liked by everyone. So the thing is not being rude or being like, hey, no, that's not the point. The difference that you have to understand with this question is, one thing is to be nice, to be lovely, to be nice, and the other thing is to try to be liked by everyone. And here is it. Here's the pleaser. Okay, so ask yourself if you're helping people for being loved and for being liked, or because you want to help them, because you feel okay with helping them, because you want them to be happy and so on. Here's the difference between knowing if you're being a pleaser or not, if you're taking actions for being a pleaser or not. Okay? And here, as I said, we have to learn that saying no is not a bad thing, is not rejection. No, it's to say what's happening inside you, your what you need and your desires. And the next thing that here is it. Okay. That's all. Yeah, I just wrote it down, everything for not forget. And oh, what's happening? Okay, so that's the thing. So I know it's a lot of information and this is not enough. You know, this is a video of steps that you can start doing it, but you have to understand that this continues. You have to do this daily, because if you don't do this daily, it's not gonna work. And it's a process. You know, one day you're gonna fail, one day you're gonna say yes when you wanna say no, one day you're gonna be a pleaser, and it's a process. Don't try to not be a pleaser anymore. You're gonna be a pleaser, but maybe not that much, or maybe not with everyone, with some people, and you have to still working on that. Okay, what you have to learn is to say no, to understand that all those behaviors are not love, are manipulation, and love and manipulation are not the same, are the opposite, and to understand that it's okay to say what you need. It's okay to communicate that it's not okay for you what the person is doing. And the problem is that you have to know and to understand that the person is not gonna react the same way as your parents reacted. Okay, they're not gonna be mad at you, they are not gonna leave you, they're not gonna hurt you if you say your opinion, your point of view, and maybe your point of view is completely the opposite from the person, but you have the right of think what you want, you have the right of say your desires, you have that right. But you thought that in your childhood you thought that you have that you haven't, that you don't have that right, but you have. And you have to remember that you have the right of say, I don't want this, I want this, it's okay for me, it's not okay, to make your own decisions. You have to remember that. And how you're gonna do that? Doing it. Do it. Start with small things, as when we have some situations with friends and with people that we want to say no, but we don't say that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a paper, a notebook, and we're gonna write why I'm not saying no, what I'm thinking. Because he's gonna be mad at me, because maybe we're gonna be distant later, maybe we're gonna have a conflict. Write it down, all the story, because that's a story, it's an imagination, and you're gonna say no. I don't want to go to the cinema, I don't want to talk to you, whatever. You're gonna say no, and you're gonna see the difference that it didn't happen. Because maybe the person was mad at you, maybe the person was a little bit distant, but the story that you wrote it down didn't happen. Maybe some little thing, but not the huge story that you wrote down. So that's how you're gonna demonstrate to your brain, to your conscious mind, that that doesn't happen. That what you're thinking that would happen doesn't happen. That's the thing. Because we're so afraid of being rejected, of being, of having this conflict, but that will not happen. And you have to understand this, that will not happen. And if it happens, it will not be that strong as in your mind. It will be not that huge as your mind is telling you. So you have to understand this. And you have to start taking actions of saying no, or sometimes telling your point of view. And if you don't have a point of view about that situation or about that topic, say, I don't know. And observe your body in those situations when you see that you are like, yeah, I think the same thing, or yeah, I'm agree with you. Observe your body, observe what's happening, and understand that that's something automatic. You have that automatic, so you have to work that. Okay, it's a process, it's not like you're gonna watch this video and you're not anymore a pleaser. Not. You have to work, but the point is, write down what you think that would happen if you say no, and then observe yourself in those situations when you're talking to someone that you know that usually you're a pleaser. Go and meet this person, talk to this person to change your behavior. Observe your body. That's the key. Observe your body, observe what's happening, what you're feeling. Maybe anxious of, okay, I'm gonna do what you want, and observe that you're not being yourself. Because that's the thing, you're not yourself. You are who you think that they want you to be. You are who you think that they like, but you're not being yourself. So observe that you're not being yourself. Observe what you do, how you move, what you say, and that's how you're being conscious of your pattern. And if you're being conscious of your pattern, you can change it. And that's the point, because you're gonna laugh. I experienced that. When you're observing and you start to laugh of, oh my goodness, I know. And then You're gonna recognize what you feel, what you do, so later in another situation you're gonna see that, oh, I'm doing this, I'm thinking this, I'm moving like this. Okay, I'm being a pleaser, I'm gonna stop this. So we stop the pattern, recognizing it. If we recognize the pattern on the situation, we're being conscious, so we can stop it. Stop in the moment, because when you recognize that you're being a pleaser right now, you stop it. Okay? That's the first thing that you should do. And it's like continuous. You have to work on this continuously. And then there's another thing that we have to work, and is what happens if the person gets mad? Okay? Because we have to learn to receive a no also. We have to learn to say no and to receive a no. Because that's another thing. When someone says no, we're like, oh, it hurts. But we have to understand that if someone says no to us, it doesn't mean that the person doesn't love you. It doesn't mean that the person is hating you. It doesn't mean that something is wrong with you or the person is mad at you. It means that the person is telling what they want and their desire. They're communicating to you what they want, and that's how the relationship should be, and based on being honest, telling what they want. But don't put the meaning of they are rejecting me, they don't love me, because that's the problem. The problem is not that the person is telling you no. Problem is that you think that that means rejection, that they're gonna leave you, and so on, because that's what you have experienced. And the next tip is work on what happened to you, what have you experienced in your childhood. And here I'm going with manipulation, abuse, whatever it is that you have experienced it. And here, honestly, I recommend you to buy a book, to really go on internet, and if you can go to therapy, that's awesome, but if you can't, it's okay. Just buy a book or read a book and just Google information about how to stop being a pleaser, what childhood you had, because you can search like people pleaser, what kind of childhood they had, and you will understand more things. Because here is you have to feel the pain that you felt, because you're stopping that pain, you're really disconnecting from yourself, from your body. And you have to go to those situations and to understand that yes, you have this lack of love that's obvious. You have this lack of love because in your childhood you haven't received love, because that's not love, that's manipulation. And you have to have this empathy and to understand that if your parents or your mom or your dad, whatever, were a narcissist, were manipulators and all this stuff, how could they give you love? It's impossible. So what I'm trying to say is, from people that are narcissists, from manipulators, how on earth are you gonna receive love? It's impossible. If they have these ideas, patterns, they have their own struggles, how you're gonna receive love? And you're trying to receive love from those people, and you can't, because they can't give you that. So stop trying to receive love from those people, because they can't give you that. And also stop thinking that they're gonna react like, okay, you told me that you don't want to do that, perfect. Stop, because that's not true. That will not happen. And you have experienced that. They will maybe punish you, they will maybe tell you, you're wrong, you're pathetic, do what I want. Don't put a meaning to that, okay? Don't put a fucking meaning to that. Just understand that they are not okay, they need therapy, they're struggling, and they're just putting onto you all their negativity, all their stuff, and what they have learned. Because also they have learned that it's okay to manipulate, it's okay to do that, and also it's unconscious, they're not really conscious of what they're doing. Okay, so understand that they can't give you what you want, love. So stop talking to them. Try to be distant. And if you find in your path some people that you say, hey, that's not okay for me, and they're like, you're dramatic, why are you saying? Blah, 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 are not your people. Because it's okay. For example, I think that I have, sometimes people tell me, hey, I don't like this, or this is not okay. Sometimes I'm like, but you know, and I don't answer really well, so we're humans and we have to work on ourselves a lot. So it's okay, just understand that they're not perfect and they're gonna react bad, because you have also reacted bad when someone told you no, that they don't want to do what you want. You have reacted bad, so they have also that right. But don't put a meaning, don't think that they don't love you, that you deserve that, that you see, that's what you get. Don't put a meaning. It's just you find a person that is hurt and you talk to them and they just react in that way because they're hurt, because they have these limited beliefs and patterns, and that's it. Don't put a meaning for that. But also, please read books, search information. You have a lot of people in YouTube that talk about this. You have a lot of therapies that talk about it on Instagram. So just search information that will help you a lot. So thank you so much for watching me, and if you wanted the second part, because there are more tips, more tools, and affirmations, also affirmation work really good for this. So if you want to watch the second part, just put on comments and I will do this because I have more information, but I don't want to say in this video because it's gonna be really long and I don't want that. So that's it. Thank you for watching me and see you in the next video.